Good evening, all. I am apparently blue. Da da dee da 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 dee da 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 dee da da da.
Ha!
Ha! Man, totally had an evening with a cryptid. I'm not kidding. We had a cryptid. It's totally a cryptid. So there you go.
Okay.
So my best friend just had a tire blowout, like way out 36. He was taking his kiddo and to have them practice driving up in the mountains.
Okay, that makes
Drove up,
sense.
drove up to the mountains, drove back down, got a hole about this big in his tire, so it wasn't enough to fix a flat could fix. Actually, I got to give them props because they managed to control the vehicle and get it to the side of the road. Okay, no problem. They give me a call, and it was like, hey, come fetch us. Yeah, no problem at all. I'll come fetch you. Hey, David. So the kiddo drops a pin on Google and sends it to me. And for reasons that I will never understand, Google decided that since it was in the St. Vrain School District, I really needed to go to the administration building, because why in the world would I want to go to some side of the road thing? So I'm tootling on out to the St. Vrain School District administration building, which I didn't realize was going on. I'm like, why are they broken down out here? And meanwhile, the tow truck driver arrives. And the tow truck driver is the wolf. It says it on the tow truck, the wolf. He introduces himself as the wolf. So I finally, after all of this hemming and hawing, I finally show up and I get there. And this guy is larger than life. He is hysterically funny and he's really, really cool. And I dig him, right? He's cool. But like he comes up to me and he's like, he turns around and he offers his hand out. And he goes, the wolf. And so I went, the guy.
The guy.
I can't help it.
Well, and in your case, that is literally your name. So
it really is. So I was like, yep, I'm in, the guy. So it was pretty funny. So like we go through this whole thing, and meanwhile, Anna, my best friend's wife, is taking pictures of the whole thing, and all this stuff's going on, and da 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 da. So the wolf gets the car up onto the bed and everything like that, and we drive all the way back to my buddy's house. He only lives 9 minutes away. He's in the same neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah, intentionally, so that we'd be near each other. And so he's right there. So I was like, that's cool. And I took them back in my car and everything like that. This guy is a lunatic. It was so freaking funny. He was driving. I mean, like, because he was saying when he got there, he's like, I was on the south side of Denver 41 minutes ago. And this is way up past Boulder on 36. So not just in Boulder, they were coming down from the mountains when they blew the tire. So they were on 36 way north of Boulder. So he made it from Aurora to that spot in like 41 minutes flat. And I'm like, wow. Because I made it from Arvada to that spot and I was there after him. And I was markedly closer. Anyway, he drives like a freaking maniac. Like I'm driving behind him and he's like shifting lanes and all this stuff. It was very funny. We get home, he unloads the car, and I'm not kidding. He puts it so that it's nose to nose with their other car. Like it is perfectly aligned. So this guy is super good at his job, right? Cool, no problem. So then I'm like, right, exactly. So it was really, we went through this whole thing. And then, so I'm like, oh man, this is the best story. Because they were like, I'm so sorry to put you out. And I'm like, you kidding me? I got the best story out of this. I'll be telling this story until I'm 90. This is such a great story. So I consider anything awesome if I can get a story out of it, So I'm going through this whole thing. And then Anna goes back through the pictures. And I'm like, oh, tell me you got a picture of the wolf. And she goes back through the pictures, and every picture of him, the lights on his tow truck obscures his face. There's not a single picture of him. We don't have one. He's in all of these pictures, and you can see all of our faces perfectly, but you can't see his. I'm like, it's a freaking cryptid. And then Lumen, their kid, goes, it's a full moon, and the wolf rescued us. And I was like, that's it. That's the perfect ending to this story. I was like, it's perfect. I'm like, there is nothing really supernatural, but we've all decided he's a cryptid. We just decided he's a cryptid. So the wolf, the tow truck driver, is the new Colorado cryptid. That's right. We just decided this. That was such a great story. And he really was. He was a great guy. He was a lot of fun. After I left, he was still sitting out in the parking lot doing paperwork. So I managed to get a picture of the truck saying the wolf. And I got the moon right behind it. So you got the truck and the moon there. I intentionally didn't take any pictures of him. For one, it would be creepy. But for two, that doesn't help the story. The story is much better without it. So there you go. I had a run-in with.
My God, he has an entire website.
Does he really? This is the best story ever.
And you still can't see his face on the website.
Oh, yeah, man. Totally. The guy was good, and he treated the car really well. That's a big deal with me because I love my cars. And so, like, you mess with my cars, and I get really upset. So,
ColoradoWolfTowing.com.
Nice. Oh. This is the best.
And I got a picture of his truck, but no picture of him.
Right?
Okay, you've convinced me you have gotten a cryptid.
This is our cryptid. We don't care. This is our cryptid. We own this cryptid. Oh man, this is the bestest story ever. We got to make a comic. You know, we got to make a comic. And no matter what we do in the comic, we have to always manage to somehow have his face behind something all the time. Like there was when he showed up, he was like, I made it here in 41 minutes. And he like flexed his bicep and then bit it. And I was like, he was such a freaking awesome character. I mean, just like he was so weird. I loved it. It was so wonderful. He's like, I've gotten a lot of 5-star reviews on Google. And I'm like, well, you're going to get another one. Hell, I'm going to give him a 5-star review. And he didn't even pull my car. I was like, this is just so funny.
He has a Twitter page. There's only a picture of his vehicle.
Yep.
He has a Facebook page.
This is the best thing.
And only a picture of his vehicle. Like this. I see his shadow in one of the pictures.
That is so funny.
But not him.
That is so not right. I love this. And there is no part of this story I don't love. This is so hysterical. Oh my God.
I have never seen a social media page where the person has wiped themselves out of the social media page.
That's so freaking funny. He was talking about getting uniforms. So funny. Oh my God. He was such a critter. I'm looking at the webpage now.
He has an Instagram.
I don't know if this is the same.
Sorry, this page is an event.
Okay, we have an official.
It's the new Cryptids and QuaCk story.
Oh man, this is so freaking funny. Just so funny. Oh my goodness. Oh Man, this guy cracks me up so much. Okay, so yeah, we have a cryptid. We have invented our own cryptid. We'll have to get Pepper to do up a picture of it, of him. But whatever it is, it's got to be the tow truck, right? With him standing there with the flash of the light obscuring his face. That's the way it's got to be that way.
But it also has to be that he only shows up on full moons.
Right? There's an entire set of rules for this. This is the funniest thing that's ever funnied. I am so humored by this. I cannot tell you how funny this is. Okay. I'm not waiting for no, I'm not waiting for Pepper. I'm going to try to draw this now. I'm in. I'm totally in.
You know, most guys, when they call a tow truck,
you don't get the story.
Well, you might get a story, but it's not on the level that you just got.
Well, that's what James said.
A werewolf.
James was like, well, there's always a story whenever you blow a tire. And I said, James, the wolf rescued us on a full moon. And he bit his bicep. This is not the normal towing story. This is not a normal towing. What are we doing here? Oh, wait. Hey, what are we doing over here? That's a Lockheed Electra. Why do we have a Lockheed Electra going? Oh, it's in-car. Oh, in-car's still flying Lockheed Electras? Kick ass. I saw that plane in live once.
And people think I have the tall tales.
I'm just like, this is such a freaking awesome thing. I don't know why we're watching Lockheed Electras, but I love Lockheed Electra. This is such a plane. Anyway, sorry. All right. I'm doing this, man. Don't think I'm not doing this. I'm doing this right now. This is happening.
He has a picture of his dog sitting outside the tow truck, but not him. Unless he is the dog.
It might be the dog. That might be him in transform mode, man. We don't make fun of this. I'm just saying. All right. We're doing this thing. We're doing this thing. I have this is more fun than it needs to be. We'd be so sad if something screws up on this after, all this stuff and this great story, and he turns out to charge them $1 zillion or something equally as cute, and I'll be like, aww.
It doesn't matter. You have a story, man.
I do, and this was way too much fun for its own good. like the wide meeple stance. Right? This is like the wolf man. What's so funny is I was like standing out there talking to him. I'm like, so you call yourself the wolf. Is that like a reference to Wolfman? He's like, well, sure it is. And I'm like, oh, good, because I was afraid it was a reference to the wolf from Pulp Fiction. And he just went line to line through the Pulp Fiction lines. And I was like, so
It's
you're
from
referencing you're from Pulp Fiction. I get it now. And the wolf. Give him even more shoulders. He wasn't this buff, but that's all right. It's funnier. I'm adding a whole bunch of funny to this. And now it's a race to see who will draw faster. Can or Guy? It's going to be Kane, but it's all right. You know, we can pretend.
We can knock this out.
Yeah, I'm having fun. And meanwhile, you guys are watching
You now
NASA
have a
TV
new-
talk about Electra. What? Am I muted out or what?
No, you're not muted.
Okay, good. Well, it's supposed to be. I don't really. It's probably not such a good idea to broadcast NASA TV.
You are watching NASA TV.
Oh, I spend way too much time watching NASA TV. It's one of my favorite things to watch. I could watch NASA TV. Well, I do watch NASA TV all the time. I say that like I don't watch NASA TV all the time. I could watch NASA TV all the time, but I'm an alien. I always watch NASA TV. It's the bestest channel that's ever existed. And it's not likely to trip a nudity warning or whatever. I have seen the new Picard trailer. It is pretty intense. I have also started watching the Discovery trailer when I got the call to go fetch my buddies and stuff like that. So I have been too busy talking about cryptids at this point. It's something else. It's super intense. I don't know. Come on. All right. Yeah.
So did you see the new Wednesday trailer dropped?
No, we're actually kind of all sitting over here talking about Star Trek over here because they just dropped a ton of freaking trailers at NYCC. So missed the Wednesday trailer.
So the newest trailer has Uncle Fester in it.
Nice.
He has like the goofy voice from the original TV show. He has that voice going on.
Kind of talking more like yes. Yeah, with a nasal voice. Yeah.
The very nasally, high pitched voice.
Yeah, season 3 excites me, and as far as that goes, David and Brent, yeah, the Enterprise F is in it, and then they've got some other Sovereign class that I saw. I don't know who she is, and then the big ship is the Titan, but that's the second Titan. That's not the original Luna class Titan. That's something else. So I'm not sure what the story is with that. I guess we'll find out, but I think it's under the command of 7. Which, that's interesting.
Oh, Morticia. I finally got to see Prey.
Oh, I'm meaning to see that. There's probably jump scares in it, so I'm kind of. I will see it because I absolutely love Amber Mid-Thunder. But I watched like 10 minutes of it, and then somebody came in here, and I won't name any names, but I can't watch the rest of it with that aforementioned somebody in here.
George?
Yeah, George. Yeah, I've figured. I mean, there's always some, though. Especially, I mean, like Predator has jump scares.
And this is a Predator movie.
Right. So, I mean, it's like, so I just expect that there's a certain amount of it.
And yet it's still really, really good.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to see it. I'm going to see it. Don't worry.
And then the new Hellraiser movie also came out.
No, that one I'm not going to see. I've never seen the original Hellraiser, so I've got no real reason to see the current ones.
Yeah, this is a remake. It's not nearly as scary, and it's actually not nearly as gory and violent.
Interesting. That seems to be its genre. I can't imagine why they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it was really kind of weird. And the like the deaths, like if you watch the original movies, they had some really, really creative ways of killing people or torturing people and all this.
Mm-hmm.
This movie, oh look here, the chains come out. Oh, they're dead.
Right.
Next. And most of the deaths occur off scene. So you don't even see them. It's like
Weird. I wonder how Worf's pacifism will go too. I know that they're talking about the bad guy and not about Raph, but I love the way that they made that like Raffi. Raffi, yeah. Raffi is a character in Picard.
Ah, okay.
So Worf is talking about I once was very violent like her, and then it cuts to Raffi beating on people and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, so you're trying to imply that Raffi is super violent, but and it may be. I mean, that may be part of her character arc that they're working on, but still. No, they're really probably talking about the bad guy.
This is October 07.
Oh man.
I am so far behind on my Gobtober. Things have just not been good the last couple of days.
Yeah. Your friend okay?
They
Yes
they
and
broke
no.
they broke their collarbone in 3 places,
Oh my god.
broke their hand, and broke several of their fingers.
Was it a fight?
So, tripped and fell.
Okay.
And they are in their 70s
Oh, okay.
and don't take very good care of themselves.
Yeah, that's fair.
So yeah, they're talking surgery to put her collarbone back together.
Yeah, that much damage usually implies a fight in my world. But I guess that depends.
Well, I mean, technically they fought gravity and lost.
Yeah, that's fair.
Thankfully, we were able to get them to the hospital as quick as we did.
Agreed.
So is in the checkout line at a store yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and the cashier running the register was kind of leaning in front of the little scanner
Mm-hmm.
for scanning barcodes. And so the red light from the scanner made this very interesting lighting effect through her hair, where it's just this bright, intense red. It was like, that's actually kind of neat.
You're like, can I draw you? I mean, I know this sounds weird, but
You're off camera, off screen.
it just occurred to me that I'm probably nowhere near camera. Thanks. Dang it. Howdy, Donald. How you doing?
Hey, Donald. How are you on this lovely evening?
It's stupid and I love it. Okay. Yeah, there. There. We'll make it work. Hang on. No, that screen.
Man of Colorado.
It's the bestest story ever. What do we got? I can do it'll work on this. Glow dodge. No. Color dodge. No. Although that does kind of look cool. And otherwise, I'll use that for other stuff, but not for this. Just need him to glow. I need to remember though. He was wearing like. Hanging in there, having health issues. Yeah, I'm worried about you, man. Stay with us. Stay with us. We love you. Nope. No. That's what we want. This pin light.
Hey, there you go.
75 bucks.
$75, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
what Disney's at.
Collecticons next weekend. That's true. So there's that.
I don't know what a Collecticon is, but
It's the convention for collectors, which is cool. I actually have moon doodly wops. So I'm going to open up some of the moon doodly wops that I've got. That's a technical term, moon doodly wop. I don't get to use the moon ones very often, so I'm all excited I can actually use them. I actually think I like this guy better. No.
so Kanye West
Uh-oh.
started a Twitter account and then barely got onto Twitter and got himself banned from Twitter.
Somehow that does not surprise me.
Like his first tweet was so bad. I will never understand celebrities.
What was the gist of his? I mean, I obviously don't read it, but what was the gist of it? I'm now curious.
I'm about to go DEF CON 3, DEATH, not DEF. I'm about to go DEF CON 3 on all Jews.
Man, what the? Why can't people? God. Whoa. Like, what? That's not right, but somehow completely funny. For hearing a funny post?
Hearing or sharing?
Sharing, probably sharing. Because hearing, I was like, whoop. But sharing makes sense. I'm going to go check my kiddo real quick.
And that was the last time we saw a guy.
You did say one couple is so good. Mm-hmm. Manic Lo-Fi. So did you hear what Samantha Cristoforetti has done? Commander Cristoforetti?
I don't know who that is.
That's the commander on the space station. So she is like my favorite astronaut ever. Because first of all, she usually takes her Starfleet uniform up there when she goes up, which is kick butt in and of itself. Then she takes all of these selfies of her talking, making all of these Star Trek references, which also kicks butt. But she's the commander of this mission now. And so today she brought a white outfit, the white jumpsuit, and put her hair up in a white thing, and then did the Velcro walking around the circle thing from 2001.
Nice.
She did it actually on the space station. She actually did it 0G. And I'm like, okay, that's like taking Geekdom to a whole new level of awesome. Yes, Commander Cristoforetti is one of my favorite people.
So I need to do 2 more of these.
Someday, I'm hoping I will meet Samantha Cristoforetti. That would be the coolest thing.
Traveler and Sneak.
No. Are we doing the we're not going to be on key thing again tonight? Also, no any questions this weekend. Let's go. I feel like you're not accomplished. So you are cognizant and aware that it is 11 o'clock, yeah?
Yes.
I thought you were talking to me first.
If you're 12, then we can have this discussion. I'm just saying.
Well, considering I just mumbled about having to do 2 more of those, of these drawings, I thought it was like, you do know that it's 11 o'clock.
And Commander Gordy. That's good. Gord.
So I'm not sure what to do about my little friend right next to me. But there's a baby mouse right there. And he thinks he's perfectly hidden.
And nobody will see him.
And nobody will see him underneath the cord. Even though he's like 90% out in all directions. And it's very visible right now.
Poor guy. Okay, our cryptid is coming together rather well here. I like your little friend, though. I mean, you know. Could be worse.
I like the light bloom.
Right? The idea is you can see it. Well, that's the thing that was so funny, the whole story. We're on. You can join us. We're here, man. You don't have to join us.
Yeah, you can come on, Colton.
You don't gotta, though. You don't want to.
Guy is drawing the new cryptid, the new Colorado cryptid, the Wolfman.
Yes. If you get here, man, I will tell you all about this new cryptid. I met a cryptid tonight. Totally met a cryptid tonight. Just kick butt.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Cortan. So I met a cryptid today. So this is totally a cryptid. I'm not kidding. It was a cryptid. So my best friend blew a tire while they were trying to teach their kid to drive. So, but he was coming back down 36 from the mountains, right? So he blew a tire, no problem. So he calls me and says, "Hey, come get me." And actually, he didn't. His kid did. And they gave me a dropped pin, which I thought was way cool. So anyway, I drive up there, You know, he's north of Boulder on 36, so not just like he's a good 15 miles north of Boulder on 36. So anyway, okay, cool. But I get there, and this tow truck's there, right? And the tow truck driver, I walk up to him, and he turns around and he goes, "Hey," and he holds out his hand. He goes, "I'm the wolf," and I went, "I'm the guy," because I couldn't help it. I mean, because but then he was like, "Yeah, I was in Aurora 41 minutes ago, and now I'm here." And then he flexes his bicep and he bites his bicep.
Wow.
This guy was like larger than life, freaking hysterical, right? Like really funny. He was a cool guy. Like there was, I mean, other than being super larger than life, he was really cool. Got the car up onto the bed and everything like that, really fast, everything like that. So I'm driving with him on the way back, and he was like a freaking maniac on the road. And I'm like, okay, well, I can see how you got from Aurora to 15 miles north of Boulder in 40 minutes. You know, I get that. So like he gets all this stuff happens. So we finally get down to where he unloads the car and everything's cool and all's great. And Anna, my best friend's wife, had taken pictures. And I was like, oh man, we're going to have to save this story because this is the best story ever. I'm like, so please tell me that you got a picture of the wolf. And she went through every picture, and in every picture, the tow truck's lights had flashed in such a way that his face was obscured. Every
That's
single
awesome.
picture. All of our faces were fine. His face was always obscured. And
That's so cool.
Freaking funny. And then we were like, wait, did you realize that it's a full moon tonight? And therefore, we just got rescued by the wolf on the full moon? We're like, okay, this is it. This is the perfect story. It's like, we're like, did we just meet a cryptid? We met a cryptid. This is a cryptid. So
that's so cool.
Him, right? Complete.
You were saved by a cryptid. Wait, did you take your money and leave though?
No, actually, we did just fine. Everything was cool. As far as I can tell.
Wait, did you actually pay him though? Like that's what I'm just curious. Did you take your money and like disappear and like cryptid just needed money?
No, he got the money from the insurance company, but still.
That's cool. That's still awesome.
It was such a freaking weird story.
It's a weird day, but cool.
Right? Oh, yeah, totally. I was like, it could have been horrible, but instead it was actually just fine. Everything was okay.
Ooh. Want to see my finished piece?
I do.
Well, finished-ish. It was a 10-hour study. The Kim Jong-il.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 10-hour study, so it's not finished, but definitely came out really a lot better than I thought it would.
Did you get an AI to help you?
Fuck, no.
We don't play that game. Oh, man, that's a...
That was so distasteful. Within 3 days of the guy dying, like, oh, here's an AI machine that's doing your art now. I was like, that is so distasteful.
Oh, that was brutal.
I was so mad when I saw that.
It was disgusting.
Like, I don't get me wrong. I think it's cool that some of this AI stuff's going on, but like after you just like what the guy who made that one do, like that's exactly why I don't like the idea of these AI systems either.
Right. I mean, that's literally what we've got a problem with.
Yeah. The guy just died, and you're over here trying to recreate his art
and
with
trying
an AI.
to make money off of it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't even, donate to the family or help. No, it was donate to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Yeah, there was a lot that I was just like, nope, I am not happy with this right now.
Mm-mm.
Like, what was it? One of my teachers replied to it. Let me see what he said. I'm trying to remember what he said. He said a really good thing with it. Let me see here. No, not that one. Check this. Where do we put it? I get playing with technology is cool, but this feels like it's just a terrible taste. It has not been. It hasn't even been a week. Oh yeah, my teacher was like, "It's tiling against the spirit of his work." That's exactly what he said. I'm like, it is. But there are some really cool portraits that are coming out from it, though.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean,
like, did you see Sorrows?
Yes.
Sorrow did a good one.
Okay, cryptid complete.
Hey, Guy, we're back on the numbers station.
Are they saying numbers again?
I don't hear numbers.
Is that Amos?
Yeah.
Nice.
I started this one a while. It was a different project that I actually didn't get to finish it because I ran out of time. And this week, there's a section in there that says revisit old projects. I'm like, okay, I will revisit this project. This is one I wanted to revisit anyway, so I'm going to go do that. It was literally, it said, after you're done with your final, which is Kim Jong-gi, revisit one of your old projects. And I was like, okay, I can do that. This is the one I really wanted to get back to anyways, so. Like, Amos grew on me in the show.
Totally did.
At first, I was like, you're going to be the meathead character. Kind of like Jane. Yeah. Just like Jane. You're like, you're going to be that character. And then you're like, surprisingly enough, I actually like you. Bring back our conversation earlier this week.
All right. We need chaos.
We need chaos.
This is way too clean. Needs more chaos. All things need more chaos.
Oh, you're talking about your piece.
Yep. Always needs more chaos. Like enough chaos in this.
Especially if you're meeting cryptids.
Right?
Is today a full moon?
Yes. That's part of the humor of this whole thing. We got picked up by the wolf on the full moon. Like, it could not have been any more perfect.
That's awesome.
The cryptid was just insane. I'm like, this is so bizarre. Can't believe this really happened.
Right? Yeah, I was sitting here, just started working on this, and I was like, I wonder what Facebook's doing. I was like, Guy and Kayan are on right now. Why am I not drawing with you guys?
No work to do, man. No work to do.
I was literally like, I want to draw with somebody. I was like looking around, trying to figure out who's all online right now. But it's Sunday, so I wasn't expecting you guys to be on.
Either way, we're still on. I think I have bouquet. That'd be cool.
You have what?
Bouquet.
What's that?
The dots that are in whenever you have lights that hit a lens, it causes all those little.
Oh, yeah.
Dots. I think I have a brush for that specifically. keep messing things first, and then we'll come back for that. Whoa. Chug. Oh, don't play that game. Clearly, all we've done is make it mad.
What are you doing? Why aren't you loading the thing I need to? Oh, we froze. Oh, never mind, we didn't.
You okay?
Yeah, it's
Sure.
this thing came up on the wrong screen, so and that's not what I was looking for.
You know when that
Like,
happens.
why won't it let me do the thing I wanted to do? Oh, because that popped up on the wrong screen. That's what I wanted.
Oh, it would have been perfect. Yesterday, I was actually wearing my Wolf 359 shirt. I didn't think about that. Today, I'm not. But yesterday, it would have been perfect if I had been wearing that today. Right.
Oh, so are you guys ready for vaccine popping day?
Say what?
So, according to conspiracy theorists, tomorrow is the day the COVID vaccines are going to pop, and everybody who's had a COVID vaccine is going to die.
Nice.
I have so much
Well, it's
stuff.
nice knowing all you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, the toxic chemicals that are going to wipe out the population that's in the COVID vaccine is going to erupt and kill everyone.
How do they come up with these things? I mean, do they
Religion.
actually got to do math? I'm like, I like try to think these things out. I get that there's probably somebody out there going, ha 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 ha, I'm just screwing with people. But there are people who legitimately believe this stuff. And what are they doing as the math? You know what I mean? What's their math? You know what? That's the thing. I don't get it. What math are they?
Where's their proof?
Yeah, I mean, or are they just picking a day? It should take about 500 days. 500 days puts it at October 10th. Okay. Right? David's like, I wonder if these people ever get tired of being wrong. That's the thing, is oh, the rapture's coming tomorrow. Oh, the rapture's coming next week. Oh, the rapture. It never happens. And so, it's so weird. It's like, do you guys know that you guys sound so strange? I guess you don't care, but still.
The rapture's still a thing?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Yes, actually, we just had one a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Okay.
man. You missed the rapture again? Damn it. I don't know.
Are we gonna get the Antichrist yet? I haven't seen him yet.
I thought we already got him somewhere on the line. I feel like that.
Yeah, I thought it was Obama was supposed to be the Antichrist.
Right.
Probably.
It's really funny too, because I'm thinking about this, and it's so my wife sometimes does some really strange things because she's a hippie, and she's straight up Californian hippie, so we compost and things like that, and some of the stuff I'm like, all you're really doing is feeding the squirrels, but that's okay and it makes you feel good, but that's and even when she's at her weirdest, it's still has a logic of its own. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the Rapture. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's, I don't know. It's just so weird. It's like,
No, someone wrote it in a book, so it must be true.
right?
I mean, I'm still waiting for flying cars, but that was in a book too. I'm still waiting for that one.
We're never going to get flying cars because I'm a driving instructor and I know exactly why we're never going to get flying cars. People can't keep cars straight in 2 dimensions.
Oh, is the cover flat Earth?
No, because the world it's really hard for people to understand how not to hit each other when you're on a flat surface, much less being able to go up and down.
I know.
The phenomenal accidents that we will have the moment we have flying cars.
Oh, hell yeah.
Because
it was the same accidents that they were having when they had automated driving cars.
Yeah.
That's when they started that. They're like, oh, this will stop in front of anybody. Boom. Guy goes flying 10 feet.
Yeah, I mean, but that's... nobody has said it's perfected yet. Not a single...
no.
All right, here we go. I'm posting the meta right now. A wolf, my new cryptid. I'm so into my cryptid. People have no idea.
I'm so happy you found a cryptid.
I found a cryptid, the wolf. Well, and I mean, honestly, legitimately knowing me, it has to involve a vehicle of some sort. It just doesn't seem right if it doesn't. Cryptid.
Yeah, we were joking earlier. This is the new cryptids and cogs. Odd guy, I have found the funeral parlor for us if we die. That we need to request that this place handle.
And if we die.
Oh,
yeah,
we're already dying.
It's the Schrodinger funeral service.
I'm in. A name alone, I'm in.
Does it come with cats? Schrodinger's cats?
Yeah, Schrodinger, that's the one where the cat was both dead and alive at the same time.
So
yeah, no, that's what I was saying. Does the service come with cats?
Yeah.
If the service doesn't come with cats,
They
it's
have
not
to put us
standard.
in plain boxes, and it has to say Schrodinger. If it doesn't, it's not worth it. Oh my god.
There's no such thing as a perfect name for a firefighter. Lieutenant Les
Oh, yeah.
McBurney.
Left foot Bernie? What?
I saw that one. That one's funny. There's a firefighter called Lieutenant McBurney.
Les McBurney.
Les McBurney.
They were so far out there, I can't find anything close to where they were. But Google doesn't know where any of these things are. That's funny. They'll get out.
It never actually existed.
Right? The area never existed, Totem Reservoir. Let's try that.
You were in a void.
That's it. Jodo Ranch Trail. That took forever to find anything close to it. That's awesome.
How off the grid you were.
Yeah, that was so freaking far out there. Jodo Ranch Trail's in Altona.
Oh, damn. That's way out there.
Right? That's where they picked us up. Like, seriously, that's how far out they were.
I'm
It's
surprised you made it out that far. Holy crap.
Right? It's like... so
Especially coming from Aurora.
Right? That's the thing. That's what was so funny about it. Out of curiosity, I guess the
Curiosity?
well, like I type in my buddy's name and they pick like, you know, it's James and his last name, because I'm not going to say it on air, but you know, but it picks like the one from like, I don't know, North Carolina is the first one, and I'm like, why wouldn't you pick the one that's literally on my friends list?
Right. Med beds.
You know, like I don't get it. That doesn't even make sense. Why? I don't know.
I want a med bed. That sounds fun. That sounds so much nicer.
Okay, that is probably the most entertaining thing I have done all night. I'm very entertained. It was worth.
Are you not
whoa.
entertained?
This is making me super happy. I'm super entertained.
Did you tell your wife about it?
Not yet. She's
Oh.
at a concert.
Oh, nice. Which concert?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure it's a very good one.
We all hope.
Concerts are really loud, and so I don't ever enjoy them because all I hear is noise. And in the case of tonight, I'm kind of glad that I wasn't in the concert because
You would have never saw the wolf.
Then you would have missed out.
the wolf.
You'd have never met Mr. Wolf.
That was so freaking funny. I cannot tell you how freaking funny that was. Now I can tag my people. Right? There we go. I am so freaking entertained now. That's really good. Okay, I'm good. Okay, that was good. God. Where is Schrodinger's funeral service? Because I don't know where they. I mean, does do we have to go out of state for this?
I have no idea,
I see.
but I will find this place.
So that we can die there.
Or not, you know.
Or be delivered.
Be delivered. So, out of curiosity, why is Luna in a sunbeam always my preferred default picture? I don't get it. So, on my home page, it says edit hobbies, and my hobbies under the featured function here. The featured picture is Luna, my cat. But Luna passed away in 2011. So I'm okay, but
What about George?
George is right there. I like Luna. I mean, Luna's great. I loved Luna to the end of the earth. I will always love Luna. She was my first cat when I moved out. You know what I mean? You live on your own, and for a long time I was just all by myself, living in a little apartment up in Thornton, and I had Luna, and it was great. And so, like, there will always be a special place in my heart for Luna. That'll never change. And so it's great to see her picture up there all the time. But then I'm like, what about George? Like, there's literally like 65,000 pictures of George. I just keep taking pictures of George. Because I didn't, when Luna was around in the world of Luna, I did not, in fact, have a digital camera built into my phone. It was with me all the time.
What?
So
did not have that back in the days,
right? All the pictures of Luna are, pictures made from early generation digital cameras, 1 megapixel cameras and stuff like that.
QuACks.
Right?
It's a Kodak moment.
So I'm easily entertained. This was just so freaking funny. I cannot believe that there was like, really, George the Destructor.
George the Destructor.
I'm gonna swap for Colton. That's what I do. Well, you're doing more. You and Brian are. I'm done with my cryptid. I did my cryptid. I made my cryptid.
Yeah.
So that,
hey, I did mine. I did mine today. You wanna know what it is? It was this one.
Right? I got it. No, I'm just saying. So you're doing stuff now. So I'm gonna put yours up there, and then.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, now I get what you mean.
So I'm putting you in the middle and in the big spot, and I'll take a little spot up here next to Brian, next to Kane.
I get it now.
George the Destructor. He's not that destructive. He's been, relatively destructive off and on, but
he's been good lately.
He's been relatively good these days, yeah.
That's good.
Well, I think I'm going to hop off a little early and head to bed.
Sounds like a
And
plan.
I'll catch you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Have a good one.
See ya.
Mine tomorrow too, but I'll see you later. And I can do this.
Oh, and then today. So this is the first week of actual critiques that you have to give out to your classmates.
So brutal.
I was the first one to post. I'm like, this is terrifying.
Oh man, doing critiques. Oh, I hate that.
Welcome back. Yeah,
How was your concert?
it was a lot of fun, actually.
Well, that's good. You totally missed a cryptid. We met a cryptid.
What kind of cryptid?
It's
Oh,
okay. So I gotta tell you this story. It's really funny. So I get a call, and it's Lumen, and they're broken down north of Boulder on 36.
Oh,
And what had happened was that James and Anna and Lumen had gone out to give mountain practice. And so they'd gone all the way up, and they came back down, and they got a hole in the tire, and the tire went flat. And the hole was like this big. So Fix-A-Flat wasn't working. Okay, no problem. So James had called the insurance company. The insurance company called a tow truck driver. So, okay, cool. Well, they call me, and they're like, hey, come rescue us. I'm like, no problem. I'll come up there. It'll be fine. All I'm doing is screwing around with the Sims anyway. So, I'm like, this is fine. I'm like, you're not interrupting anything. So, I park the booger over there. He's fine. I go up there, and I get there just as the tow truck opens. And the tow truck driver is getting out of the truck and everything. And then I walk up to him, and he turns around and he offers out his hand and he goes, "I'm the wolf." So I said, "I'm the guy," and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, but," because I couldn't let that one go. But he was like, "I was in South Aurora 41 minutes ago," and he goes, "Oh." And he busts my. And so the and at this point, Lumen's eyes are like this big. We're like, but I mean, like, I'm not kidding. His truck has the wolf written on it. So, the guy is actually like the sweetest guy. He's really cool, but he's a character in 3. Right? He's totally this character. So he puts Ruby up on the bed, drives all the way back, and he drives like a freaking maniac. So like I'm like sitting there and like we're driving. I'm like, well, okay, you do that. I'm gonna stay way behind you so I can get involved in whatever accident you get involved in. But he gets to the house and unloads the car and everything like that. It was pretty funny. And so Anna had been taking pictures. So I was like, "Oh, Anna, please tell me you got a picture of the wolf." And she goes back through every picture. The yellow lights of the tow truck, the glare obscured his face perfectly. All of our faces show up just fine. His is blurred out by the yellow lights, and we're like, "It's a freaking cryptid." And then I'm like, "Wait a minute, did you really notice that we got rescued by a wolf under a full moon?" I'm like, "What? This is so cool." I'm like, we have, and so they were like, so I did this picture, which is the wolf. Literally the best story ever. And they were like, "We're so sorry to haul you all the way out here." I'm like, "Are you kidding me? This story I will be telling until I'm 90. This was so worth every.
Have you sent that picture to them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
But here, like, all these weird things happened. It wasn't just this, right? Because this was weird, but it was. So Luna dropped a pin here, and Google kept sending me there. Close, but not quite. And it has something to do with the fact that it thought that we were at St. Frank Valley School District, so it kept moving me back to the administration building. Well, the first thing I did was drive all the way out to this administration building in North Boulder, and I'm like, "Why did you break down out here?" Right? And so it was freaking funny. The whole thing was so funny. Like, every last bit of this story was a riot.
Nice.
It was so funny. It was a great story.
Did you take a picture of dinner that I made tonight?
Yeah, I took a picture of his dinner and my dinner.
Did this fit?
Oh, it was great. Loved it.
Okay.
But it was also.
I had avocados with Jaden and Sarah.
Oh, that's good.
And Alex.
And Alex. Naturally, Alex. So, anyway, the wolf.
The wolf.
We've met a legitimate cryptid. So I've decided the wolf.
What?
So we've decided that in his lore, he only comes out of humans to rescue people, wayward, because he was like, "I was at this gas station and I was fueling up, and so I had to fuel up the truck and then I had to fuel up the wolf." And so I went, "So you were hungry like a wolf?" I couldn't help myself. He just let himself do all this wonderful stuff. And so we went through this whole like thing, and he was like, and then there was this guy, and he had the hood up of his truck. I couldn't help myself. I'm a good Samaritan. You know what I said? "Do you need help? Because I can help you." And he's like, "Nah, I got this, but maybe I'll come over and get help in a little bit." And he goes, "Okay, I will fuel up the truck and fuel me up. You can tell me when to stop." It's so funny. It's so funny. Like, the whole story about the wolf was great. Every last bit of this guy was great. This is the best ever. I loved it. It was cool.
Well, I'm glad you had an adventure while I was out
I totally had this big, huge adventure. And I'm looking at a story now. Like it was worth every mile for this story. Oh, you got to wear that belt.
I wore the belt again. Yeah, this was more of a hunky goth than a
That I could cough. Or funky.
flowy goth. I think either one.
See my cool belt that my wife steals all the
Oh,
time?
that's cool. What concert did you go to, by the way?
Front 242.
Oh, no way. They were here? Aw. I didn't know that. Where was it at?
With Revolting Cox as the opener.
Okay.
So that was fun.
That was the
Which
thing.
venue?
At the Oriental.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It was super cool. They put on a really fun show.
I've seen them once, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
I figured that Colton and you would probably connect on this one. She was
Yeah.
like,
Front 242
was
was
like,
cool.
told your
They're a
wife
cool
that?
band.
No, because she hadn't come back from her concert yet.
I didn't even know where I was going because I probably said it, but he forgot because he doesn't know the band.
Actually, I do know Front 242. I just knew you went to a goth band because
Oh.
both of you guys were saying goth band and nobody said the name.
Oh.
If you'd said Front 242, I would have been like, oh, it's Front 242.
You were cool. The great lights. You would have liked the
I would
lights.
have liked the lights.
You would not have liked the standing for 3 hours part.
Yeah. No, not
That's
especially not after working all day. That would have been.
Next time, no matter how good I want to look, I need to wear the shoes with memory foam soles. I think they're a lot. I was
Finding comfort is always a nice thing.
shoes barefoot and everything too.
Oh, yeah. I'm done with my cryptid, and I don't really have anything else to start. So I'm going to hang with Colton for a little while longer, and then I'm going to
Brush my teeth, wash off my eyeliner. I never thought I'd say this, but
same eyeliner from when we were like 20.
it's not because that's gross and I threw it away.
Last year.
I bought new eyeliner when I started going clubbing.
The reason
Been
is
to a club in a while.
my beloved wife never wears makeup. She's one of those people that doesn't wear makeup, except when she goes clubbing. So the fact that she's running out of eyeliner is hysterical.
Alex
Travesty.
is going straight out and going dancing more, and I was like, I cannot. There's no way. So JD answered.
Just nice. And nice and cute. Yeah, I don't know when the last time I saw those two.
Oh, I mean, they were at karaoke birthday, but all we did was sing.
Yeah, we didn't. It was too loud for us to talk or anything. These were all buddies from, oh gosh, the 90s in our
Nice.
friend group. So mid 90s even. Like they were part of our magic group, and
Uh-huh.
Sarah pulled out her magic deck, and it's the same white deck that she played in 1996. And like
That's
all of
awesome.
the cards now are super rare because they're all like dark or ice age or
Uh-huh.
and it's like wow. And she was just playing it like casually, and I'm like, dude, that deck's ancient. I played that deck with like decks that are long since gone. And she's like, yeah, I just kept it in the box, and then I just keep playing it.
It's a
every
good
time."
deck. I like it.
I was like, okay. And I was like, "Ooh, the cards are probably worth something." And she's like, no, I've shuffled them too many times, and I've played them too many times. None of them are worth anything. And I was like, aw. But what I did say was, I said it's worth all, for all of us because nostalgia, right? It's the same
Mhm.
that played us in 1996, you know.
Oh damn.
So like it's nostalgic because we all remember playing that deck or playing against that deck anyway. And it's the only one of our core group who still got the original deck, you know.
Mhm.
That's pretty cool. Yep, she's pretty cool with that one. I was like, that is cool. Can't believe you still have that. I was like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Your ventilated jeans are really 80s. I love them. They're super 80s. Actually, they're not because you got the fishnets underneath them, so it really does make it very 90s. If it didn't have the fishnets, it'd be 80s.
It was the 80s, my legs wouldn't hurt this much.
Right? If it was the 80s, you'd be like,
If it was the
15.
80s, I'd be watching metal.
Right? You'd be 12. You'd be your son's age. Which I'm sure you were adorable back then, but yeah, it's interesting because you think like in 1988 you would have been 10, but I in 1988 was 16. I'm like, that's weirder to think about now. You know, like 10 and 16 are really big differences. You know, the two of us now, no big deal.
Right.
But much more dramatic in 1988.
I can make it worse for you if you really want me to.
You would be minus something.
-1.
One. Goofball. I mean, technically speaking, I could if I could be your dad technically, like, you know,
If you tried really hard, yeah, you could have.
oops baby, you know.
Which is funny because I am an oops baby. So
There you go. Yeah, but if you had been a high school oops baby, you could have been.
I laugh because my birthday's in November, which means I was an oops Valentine's Day baby.
Oh yeah.
Yup. I'm one of those babies.
Them babies.
I gave my mom crap for that once.
Valentine's Day oops. Was your mom in high school?
Me and my mom are 20 years apart. So she was just out of high school.
So she's a little older than me, but not much.
Yeah, she is. I am 33 this year, so she is 53 this year.
Right, and I'm 50. So
Yeah.
she's 3 to 4 years older.
Yep.
Yep. So she's still Gen X.
Yeah.
Firmly Gen X.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. This does not stop being funny.
I think it's awesome you met at Cryptid.
Oh yeah, like so freaking funny. The whole thing is so funny. Yeah. You know, James is pimping the wolf because he's like, the wolf was fast, personable, and professional. My car is in my driveway within 1 inch where I wanted it.
He's pimping the wolf.
I'm like, that's fair. That is totally fair.
Pimping the wolf.
I'm not going to blame him. It really was pretty cool.
Hey, and he was good at his job.
Oh, I got his card. If I needed to have anything towed, because he took
You are calling the wolf.
you know, well, I'm totally gonna call him the wolf. Are you kidding me? But I mean, like, he took really good care, and that was the other thing. Like, he took care. And when it comes to cars, if you're not taking care of the car, I don't want anything to do with it. Cars are important to me. This is an important thing. I'm like, nah, I'm not messing with this man. So yeah, that was pretty funny. Oh man, that was funny. Brent just posted a thing that says, when your Google Home speaker wakes you up at 3:33 a.m. with, "Sorry, I don't understand."
That's creepy. That's not creepy at all.
Oh man. I gotta admit, the nice thing is that so far, and he was 8 feet tall, says Anna. she reposted the picture. She wrote, and he was 8 feet tall. Oh man. Like I said, that was worth every mile. That was so funny. That cracked me up. If it doesn't bring peace, profit, or purpose, then don't give it your time, energy, or attention, says Christina. And I'm kind of like, well, what if it just brings me joy? Like, spaceships.
Pictures.
I'm surrounded by spaceships. They'll bring me great joy.
You are. That is true.
Don't know why that'd be a problem.
Joy doesn't start with a P, guy.
That's true. And saying poi just ends up with weird Hawaiian fruits. Yeah. Strange things from Hawaii. All right. Okay, well, we got about 10 minutes left in the show, but the real truth is I think I might decide to drop out early.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I'm like, I don't have anything else to do, and I don't want to start something with 10 minutes left in the show.
And actually be like, well, now I want to finish it.
Right now, I'm going to have to be up until 3 in the morning, and I don't want to do that. Because really, honestly, I'm actually kind of tired.
No, and tomorrow's Monday too.
Cool,
So.
but it made me tired. So
That's fair. I get it. I understand.
I still love you. Oh, did you ever see my Mech Titan token?
No.
I'll show you that. Check this out.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Yeah, because I saw the drawing and I was like, I don't know what you're drawing. I thought it was something with the cars.
It
like,
is.
for your school. I was like, okay, cool. I didn't know it was a token.
It's Die Ruger 15, which was the vehicle Voltron.
Yeah.
There were 2 Voltrons, but one is not popular. Nobody knows about it. And, everybody knows about the Lion Voltron, but there was a second season where they took the series Die Ruger 15, and I loved that Voltron. That was my favorite Voltron as a kid, and then of course it never became popular, and nobody ever hears about it. They always hear about Go Lion. And so as soon as we got Mech Titan and we got all of this stuff coming up for the Magic cards, and they did exactly, it literally is, it's Voltron, right? You've got all these vehicles out there on the screen, and then you exile 5 vehicles and you bring in Mech Titan, which is a 10/10 all colors, flying, vigilance, trample, lifelink, haste monster.
Sounds terrible.
Onto the table, right? And it's like, as soon as Mech Titan's out there, the game's pretty much over because it's just a bunch of stompy stomp. But Mech Titan's cool, but I kept sitting there going, so wait, all these vehicles go off and they form Voltron? Okay, so why is it I don't have a picture of Voltron? So I was like, I could get a picture of Voltron, but I could draw a picture of Voltron.
I can make my own token.
So I made my own tokens. That's what I've been working on this entire time with this picture.
Nice.
Was Die Ruger 15, which is one of my favorites, who became, vehicle Voltron. And so here's my vehicle Ultron Mech Titan card. So I'm all excited because I actually like have my own Mech Titan card. I just have to figure out how to print just one card. Like that's like a stupidly simple thing to do. Just print one card. So, but anyway, so yeah, there's my Mech Titan.
Okay, that makes more sense. But I was like, all right, you're drawing a car thing. Cool. I thought it was for school.
Right? I mean, honestly, it's not probably out of the realm of people or for me to draw a robot, but still.
Oh no, that part no. It was more. I thought it was for school because you were doing all the school stuff or the animation. So
Right.
I thought it was you were
Like
doing
animation for the school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
drawing a mech for school. I was like, okay, there you go, guy.
Yeah.
That's right
Yep.
up your alley too.
Exactly. But yeah, here's my. So that's what I was after is my Mech Titan.
Nice.
So now I just need to find out how to print exactly one card. Because I don't want to print a whole bunch of them because that's silly. Or I could print a whole bunch of them and then sell them for like $1 or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, no reason.
that's a thing too. A lot of people do that with tokens now, or they go to like the magic shows and just draw like a lot of artists that I've met that go to magic tournaments and whatnot. They just set up tables and just sell tokens.
Yeah, I'd have to redo the outside part because I can't steal Magic's design, but I can make my own design.
Oh, for the
Yeah, for the
border.
this outside part here, all of this part.
Yeah, I have a friend that's what she did for a while. She was just selling magic tokens. I was like, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I've been trying. Troy's been trying to get me to do magic tokens for a while. He thinks it'd be a lot of
Thought
fun.
about it too. I've like now that I'm like a little bit more into digital and all that stuff. I'm like, I might take a hand at it.
I've also been kind of thinking about doing things like squadrons. So, like, if you have Thopters, instead of just having a Thopter, you have the red Thopter and the blue Thopter, and they've got little 1s and little 2s and little 3s, so that as you put them out there on the field, you get an actual squadron of them. They're all slightly different, and they're all in different angles, and they're all doing different things or whatever. I thought that so that you could buy a squadron of them. So here's, a Thopter squadron or whatever, and like a servo squad, and and they're I was thinking of drawing them as adorable little servos, and so like there's these cute little servos, and like they're all doing different things, and I think that'd be fun. So
Yeah.
What my beloved wife is doing.
Lay down in our bed. But I'm not going to sleep yet.
No, I've got literally 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
So
I will leave the light on.
okay, yeah, 5 minutes. I'll be in there. I've already made the coffee, so
I thought you were trying to sleep.
yeah. I mean, I might as well hang out with you for 4 more minutes.
Oh, I know. You said I made the coffee, and I was like, I thought you were trying to sleep.
Oh no, I actually have done the cool smart thing. My coffee maker is on a smart plug.
Yep.
So I make the coffee and then turn the coffee maker on, but it's not on because there's no power to the coffee maker, and it's one of those just normal Joe Blow coffee makers. So once the coffee maker's made, once the coffee's made, it waits until 6 in the morning and makes the coffee. But here's where it's really cool. My wife likes to drink coffee warm, but she doesn't like it burned, right? I like to drink my coffee on ice. So what it does is it turns on the coffee maker, brews the coffee, and then turns off the coffee maker 10 minutes later. That way, when everybody gets up, she just nukes it in the microwave, and it still tastes fresh because it didn't sit on the burner the entire time.
Right.
I then can pour it over ice. So it works for both of us perfectly.
There you go.
And it automatically does it, so you can tell the computer to not you. You can tell Alexa over there to do it in a cycle, and there's a code word for it. And once you tell them the code word, it'll do the same thing. It'll run for 10 minutes and then turn it off.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
yeah, that way it never burns our coffee, which is something that my wife would rather nuke her coffee than have it be burned. So
I don't blame her. I get that.
yeah,
There's a lot of times I just drink the coffee that whatever's left in the pot. I'm like, it's kind of like iced coffee.
exactly. But I that was the thing. I never really drank coffee, and the reason I never drank coffee was because I don't like hot drinks normally.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like hot chocolate. I don't like hot coffee. And then somewhere along the line, my wife was like, "Have you ever tried iced coffee?" And I was like, "Is that a thing?" Because if you don't drink coffee, and that's not
You
your
don't think about it.
you don't know about all the other kinds of coffee out there.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Have you ever tried that?" No.
It comes in iced.
Wait, it does? That's so cool. So, alas, that was what happened.
You're calling a hobbit. It comes in a pint.
It comes in things. So yeah, that was the cool thing that happened.
Nice.
You're better.
I might as well get ready for bed.
Your what hurts?
Uh-huh. Saying I might as well get ready for
Oh, okay. You're brushing your teeth. I was like,
bed. Uh-huh. Why not?
good time to do it.
I can hang out with you, give you company. Well, I'll get ready for bed.
I draw my Amos.
All right. Brushed. My tea's been poured out. I have to pour my tea out. Otherwise, some cat we know, and I won't name any names, will knock it over.
I wonder what cat that would be.
Yeah, I know. You cannot possibly guess what cat that would be.
Nope.
He's into that. He thinks it's fun. So,
Causing chaos.
yeah. Actually, I think he's after whatever's in there. He thinks it's water, and so he tries to knock it over so he can drink the water. I think
That makes more sense, but causing
But-
chaos sounds better.
Yeah. Very funny. Well, it's not funny. It's really annoying. But what I have now managed to do is I've gotten to the point now where at the end of the night, I just dump out my whatever's left in the cup and then lay the cup on its side so he can't knock it off of things.
There you go.
I don't find it on the floor in the morning, you know. All right, my friend. It is mid-midget.
All right.
I
I
will
will
see
probably
you
see you tomorrow morning.
I was gonna say, you might as well just join me tomorrow. We'll do the same. Talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.